Like this is not gonna work.
Sorry.
No, just saying, clowns. You're
Just-
taking product placement to a whole new level.
Yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 4GQ TV. And today I am having issues with, I think, a KB update under the branch of this Alpha Insider channel I'm in. But don't worry, I'm blue. Maybe I could take the place of Cortana in the next Halo Infinite. Who knows? I'm a perfect replacement. I'll be like Master Chief, just kill everybody, and that will be the end of the game. And we all win. And also, before we introduce everybody, I want to do a very special happy birthday to Animated Evil. Now, if anybody can sing, you can sure use your talents. I can't sing, but he does have a birthday hat on stream, as you can see, and it looks very awkward, but it's there for him. Special day. I don't think there's enough candles on top of that animated.
Well, fair enough. No, probably not. No, probably not.
So today we have two very special guests, and we see the chair of one. He's invisible, and we're getting to see him play some games. No, I'm just kidding. He stepped up for a minute, but we have Bloody Knuckles. What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on, clowns? It's always good to be back. I hope everyone's doing good. I appreciate the invite and the return. There's so much going on. But to everyone else, what is up, dudes, dudettes, and all the beautiful people at the interwebs? You know who it is, Bloody Knuckles, aka the Gothic Gamer, your resident anime king. But more importantly, it's good to be back here on Four Guys with Quarters TV. As good. And a happy birthday to the old man over there, Evil. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Of course, my brother PK over here, and the other person who apparently disappeared. So it's always good to show up, and of course, much love to you as well. But you know what? I'm just really glad to be back. I'm real glad that you had me back on here with everyone, with you and the crew. You know?
Sorry that I became a Smurf the day that you came back.
And it's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
You're just lucky that Lemon's not here because his Gargamel ass would be chasing you all over the place.
Yeah, that is true.
Gargamel now. I'm back.
He heard you, Bloody.
Shout out to
You're
the
in
last of the
trouble.
Mohicans.
You're in trouble.
I'm after you too. Old-fashioned
So-
cowboy.
Lemon, our other special guest for tonight, what's going on, man?
Yeah. Ready to get into these topics. Thanks for having me, man. You know I gotta bring that energy. Let's go. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's go.
Right. Yes,
Happy
Mama.
birthday, animated.
I'm feeling a little blue, as you could tell. I'm not sure if it's because, Sony called me or if it's because, some type of issue elsewhere that Pete came up with to solve. But it's something, and I'm blue today, so. Also, want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat so far, and to Gamers United Guild. We're all part of that, so.
Talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. Lemon's GUG, right? Right, Lemon?
Yeah, it's like a gang. It's a movement. It's a positive movement.
You're gonna
me in these streets.
You're
Let's
gonna
go.
get matching tattoos with me?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure am.
You know what? Let's Animated Evil. What's going on, man? It's your birthday. You got something for your birthday. If you want to show it off, feel free. Your birthday hat's back on you in the right square. I know you're just trying to move around, but can't fool me.
Yes, that's awesome. I've got my birthday hat on. Yes, people, it's my birthday. And what more to celebrate with a birthday is having the next genie from Aladdin actually presenting, right? Let's be honest. I'll maybe rub Clown's face, have a wish. Why not? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me on again, dude. Appreciate it. Yes, it's my birthday. Let's go.
Happy
Yeah, but
birthday.
clowns, you're messing up. You're not telling people the truth.
Uh
You didn't make your announcement. You know what your announcement is?
oh, I'm scared to hear this. What's my announcement?
You are officially the Twitter mascot. Let's give him a round of applause, people. Let's go. He went completely blue team. Let's go. Congratulations.
No longer
Congratulations.
a bird.
It's no longer a
No
bird. It's
longer.
clown.
It's
You know-
it's clown's beard.
I'm not
it's gonna
getting-
be a clown.
I'm not getting that sponsorship from Twitter yet, so I don't know.
He's waiting on that check to cash. That's all.
Hey, when you have errors and you're rolling live, you just got to go with it, right? I mean, I couldn't delay. I'll get this fixed by next episode. If it don't crash, and give me a green screen this time. But also,
hope it's not a blue screen. You'll disappear.
I mean, I could shrink like a Smurf and just fall off
Maybe
screen.
You should have just removed your background. You tried that?
But I didn't think about that. You think that might
what's
be
changing you blue, technically, but
you could see the green right between my headset. Yeah,
no,
you might be right.
You can see a big pink spotlight.
Oh, okay, I'll go with
that. That's what we see.
Midway Monster, the Hulk of Chicago. Ooh. Welcome back, the immortal Hulk. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Glad to be back. Lemon, good to talk with you. Enjoy the podcast you're always on. Very informative. Glad to hear and talk with you on this day.
Appreciate it, man. This is our first time podcasting together too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so.
I almost feel like we did. I thought I did a podcast with you on something else, but it was a long time ago. Too long to remember.
I don't remember either, but always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Bloody Nux. I've listened to you. I think I first listened to you like a couple years ago on a certain podcast that flip-flopped. But I think he knows what I'm talking about. I think he knows what I'm talking about. So, but always enjoy his commentaries. Mr. Evil, happy birthday. PK, good to hear from you again. And shout out to the Eminem at the podcast, Mav and Mama. Hope to see you guys next week.
Yeah, Mav's daughter is hanging out and doing stuff with the grandparents, so I hope she's having fun, and I hope Mav's having fun, and he's getting a big T-bone steak dinner that he's gonna send all of us later in a frozen box, like a couple, PK.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
That was awesome. Of course, it's always glad to be here with everybody. Sad and missing you, Mama, but glad to have the partner over here, Midway, and of course my brothers from GRG, the Dragon's Den. You name it, you have it. We all love to hang out. We love doing things. It's all nothing but love. I would not have these guys unless they part of my circle. Definitely. I love being here. Thanks for being part of the family, the 4GQ TV. We always family in this place. But again, I am here, and welcome to the most electrifying channel in all entertainment. It's your boy PK, and I'm here, Mr. AKA Mr. Excellence Execution, ready to put the smackdown on your candy ass. And we got some really cool topics today. I am happy and energetic and can't wait to tell you what my perception is so we could get into it. It's nothing. And hopefully Clowns stays one color.
I tried to change it. I'm so blue.
All right. Bloody, you're going to have to take a blue shot sometime during the show. You're the only one left that has to take a blue shot. You got to at least take a shot, son. Don't do it now, but do it when you think of a good one.
Okay, I got that. Don't worry.
Look, the blue stuff on Clown's face.
Can I go? Hang on. Clown's now blue Hawaii.
Oh, I could have made one of those tonight. I didn't think of that. Damn.
I am trying.
What? Nobody?
What's going on?
I work at a bar, so I think of a blue MFer when it comes to drinks.
Oh, yes. Those are good. Those definitely put you on your behind. Those are good.
But hey, chat, open invitation. I'm calling it now. Any blue jokes you could think of, do
Facts.
Read stuff.
Timmy, think of a good one, Timmy. It's my guy.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, dude. Appreciate it.
I gotta.
It's my God.
What's up, Steel Rain? What's going on, man? Thanks for dropping by.
Oh, it's another electrifying light-skinned brother in here. What's good, Steel? It's my dude representing that Florida state. Let's go.
You know, seeing the sky behind. This is my origin story. How I became a superhero. I fell from the sky from Asgard. I lost my hammer, and yeah, God. I'm blue.
You're Loki's long lost cousin.
Obadiah.
He put on an
fell from Asgard.
Baby Odin. Let's go.
Fell from Asgard. He lost his hammer. He's feeling a little blue.
I just want to know: is this your brother? Is this your brother? Is he related to you? Matter of fact, let's light him up.
Mega Man? Yes.
My bad. Yeah. We gotta stop these blue jokes.
No, it's
hey, look who's on your screen.
I was like, clowns must be feeling pretty cold right now because of the fact that Evil over there threw his ass off the door, let him fall down there. Oh, Jack wannabe.
Hey, clowns.
Blue jokes all night.
Hey, clowns.
I did not drink blue.
Who's Nemo's best friend?
I don't remember.
Sorry.
No, he was right. He don't remember because she don't even remember.
Just keep swimming.
Nice.
Just keep swimming.
Well,
fish off friends, not food.
So, wow. I mean,
I'm gonna have to ask you a Halo question.
Oh yeah, I'm the new Cortana. They call me Carlo Lana.
Which one you gonna pick? Which one you gonna pick, Clowns?
More like Carlana.
The blue one.
What team you represent, Clowns? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna do it no more. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Clowns.
No, it's all right. It's all right. You know what? Let's get the first topic out of the way since I am blue anyway. It kind of makes sense. So Sony bought some studios, right? I mean, I just think this is the way the industry's going. I don't even think the studios they don't resonate a lot with me with the stuff they've done, and that's just my opinion. I don't really think for me these studios are the greatest studios, but nonetheless they are talented because they make games that I can't make. So they definitely have some talent, and Sony sees talent in them, and they bought House Marquee and Nix's, according to Bloomberg press release. So let's go to somebody who is not as blue as me, and not sponsored blue. PK, what do you think about this?
I think there's a couple things I look at, right? One, I feel like it's a win for Sony, expanding their all their stable to have a more diverse lineup of devs that can make games. I mean, these guys are pretty experienced in making games for the PlayStation platform, so it kind of makes sense, right? They already have an established relationship, so it's a good segue in my opinion. Plus, it probably wasn't a steep price, so it was more like, yeah, let's get on board. I think it's a good win. It's a good look. So kudos to them. Kudos for trying to bring up a level instead of just having or trying to rely on the staff or the devs they currently have. What I did notice is they didn't pick up any Japanese studios, right? So I think that's kind of telling of their direction of how they're trying to attack this market. So I think they see, I'm not saying the Japanese market is gone, but it's more like they're making a killing in the Western side of the world. So that's where their focus is. And more than likely, that's why they're investing into more how can I say, Western style devs or studios. But at the end of the day, it's dope. They getting a big win. They're investing. That means they're here to still compete. That's a good thing. We want to see that. We want to see everyone grow and compete, because at the end of the day, us gamers win, right? And that's how I view that, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Competition's good. Keeping studios alive is healthy. And I mean, we are kind of like at the phase in the industry right now where you either get bought up or some studios just die out. And I'd rather see talented people get kind of bought up to a bigger family, whether it be
Right.
Microsoft or Google or Sony. It's just at least they still have some type of income, a job, and that's the most important thing. And
something to fund their dreams, right? Because they might not have the capital, but they might have that capital now, right? Well, they should have that capital now, rather.
yeah, absolutely. As I've been touched by the blue point, so I can feel that capital coming in. Animated Evil. Your birthday hat doesn't move when you move, so I'll just have to stick it up above your. There we go. There we go. There we go. So what do you think about this?
Just make it bigger so it's across the entire screen, and when I move, it's on my head. Yeah, it's interesting and a very good thing for Sony. Housemarque, obviously, with Returnal, they've had a partnership with Sony for a number of years, I believe. You can't really go wrong. If a studio's had a partnership with a big developer, it makes sense to partner up or be taken in and be bought out. Whatever it is, it makes complete sense. Just the same as Microsoft did with Bethesda. And good luck to Sony, good luck to Housemarque, and good luck to Nixxes as well. I'm not one for the whole console wars bullshit. I will never get involved. Ever. I will never get involved. It's great because it's competition. Yeah. Sony now own these two great developers. Great. Or let's hope they bring their A game, because there's going to be there's competition between Xbox and Sony, and this is what they've got. And I'm sure that Xbox, if have got competition, going to bring it to them as well. It's going to be it's a positive in my eyes. I will never say that it's a bad thing. Great for them, great for Nixxes, and great for Housemarque. Well done, you with Sony. Let's go. Let's bring your A game. See what you've got. And I hope I'm jealous that I can't play them games because I don't own a Sony platform. I hope I'm jealous of
it. Maybe it'll bring you over.
I do. I really do think that they produce a game that says I need to buy a PlayStation.
Facts.
But I want all PlayStation fucking developers to try and tempt me into buying a PlayStation. Right now, I don't have one. Yep, I'm Xbox.
We already have one panel member that's gone blue.
Yep.
I was going to hit him midway. I swear to God. But you got him.
Oh man.
Home run.
But you can just say that he was prepared for today's Sony announcement. That's all.
So the same way, I hope everybody who is in Xbox's banner tries to tempt the PlayStation guys over to Xbox. I want the PlayStation to try and tempt me over, because that's where I want to be. As a gamer, that's where I want to be. I want to be thinking, oh, look what they've got over there. And I'm not jealous. I want to be tempted. I want to spend my money on PlayStation stuff, even though I spend it all on Xbox stuff right now, because it makes better games. It's competition. It brings us all into the same fold that we could all play. I want to play that on that game. I want to play that on that. That's what I want out of this whole shit. It's never going to happen, but
No, I
there you
mean,
go.
it's a good point. You want something to, every system has an advantage, right? And every console
Yeah.
has their own advantages. And I own everything, man. Like, there's nothing that I don't own this generation. And there's advantages on everything. Sometimes if you want to play some Mario Kart, you go to the Switch. If you don't feel like Mario Kart that day, go on the Xbox for some Halo, or you go on PlayStation for some Miles Morales, and everything's got their own kind of thing. And I hope, Animated, that they can bring something out that makes you say, hey, I think it's time that I try out a PlayStation. I mean, it's perfect. And and plus, maybe they'll give you that birthday hat with your purchase. Bloody, what do you think about this?
It's a good thing. I've always said that one, you should always support the devs, and right now we're seeing a lot of devs really start to get the support that they absolutely should. House Marquee absolutely had a successful smaller title when they came out with Resogun. A lot of people really enjoy Returnal, despite the fact that there were some issues with it at launch. They have been working hard to fix it. I know a lot of people do enjoy it. I know it was one of the games that I was really interested in, excited for, just because I love that. I'm a big person who loves procedural dungeon crawlers. Those kind of every time you die, it changes up. So that's one of those games that has always kind of interested me. So I'm glad that they're getting support. Maybe they'll have bigger funding, bigger budgets. One, they'll be able to expand their team a lot more without the fear of cutting too much into their budget, because they need more people to work on in one department when they don't have enough. So this kind of gives them the more stability to not worry about that. So I'm happy about that. Nixus is very interesting because of the fact that they're a studio that's never had one of their own properties, but one of their things that they're most talented in is the fact that they are capable and known for porting games over to the PC. And we've known that Hellman Hurst in the past has stated that they're looking at wanting to bring more games over to PC, that they understand that market, they want to start bringing more of their titles over there, because they know that that's an untouched market for their IPs, and that they can absolutely expand and produce larger sales for what they have already. So having a studio that's dedicated to making those ports is always a great thing, because we starting to see that vision that Sony has, that Microsoft has been kind of doing for a while with Xbox, with putting their stuff on the Windows Store and on Steam and others. It's good that we're starting to see that this, you only can play on one platform or one way, is starting to kind of shift away, and that they're providing more opportunities and more ways to get into the ecosystem. So I think that both studio acquisitions are very good for the future of not just PlayStation's first party studios, but the fact of what they're able to do with the IPs that they have currently and going forward.
I have to ask, sorry to sort of, I didn't interrupt, but
No.
Do we know what Nix's software actually ported? Have we all looked into what they've done, or what their skills are? Or
they're known for porting games over the PC from console.
Okay,
like a mercenary group, let's say what it is.
They're
contracted
like
out.
Studio. Yeah,
they're contracted out.
Studio.
Which is needed for them, because their passports haven't been that great, especially at launch, and some of them are like Days Gone is still struggling right now.
Well, you gotta think that the main projects that they've worked on they've been a support studio for Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. So they helped out on the porting of the Tomb Raider series with Square Enix, and I believe they also did Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Yes.
And then I think their last most recent project was the Avengers game.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, Animated, they have the experience. Like Sony, remember, Microsoft is a PC company. Yep. They're known for putting games on PC. They have the experience.
Yep.
Sony has always been console, right?
Yep.
And whenever they put oh my God,
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No. Not Horizon. I'm talking about before that, like the Final Fantasy, what was that, 14 that was online with the PC? Am I right? Is that the right number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't port that. One of these companies that's been contracted out ported it over to PC. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn, I think, was their first port. And you see, they had they issues, their problems getting it to work properly. So they needed a team that knows how to transcode and put with seamless effort compared to, oh, we're going to take Guerrilla Games and you're going to port whatever game, right? And they don't have the experience. So they take a team that knows how to port over the PC. And that's why it's important for them, because they want their games to come out on PC in the best, I guess, look that it could possibly be without because Horizon Zero Dawn got patched for a year.
Absolutely, absolutely. I understand that, but I want to sort of bring that conversation out because a lot of people that are listening probably don't know that.
Right.
They did Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was an absolutely fantastic port, and they did Marvel's Avengers, which was to PC. It was a brilliant port. I just wanted to bring that conversation out to whoever's listening.
For everybody, right.
Absolutely.
Good point. Facts.
Lemon?
Yes.
What's your opinion on this? Are you excited? Are you going to go out now and get some shirts and, you're going to, what I mean?
First of all, let me say this for the record. PlayStation 4 launch, right? I didn't have a YouTube channel then. And I was talking to my guys. We bought from the store, right? I said, I want Resogun. Dudes was like, out of all the games coming out, you're looking forward to Resogun. I said, yeah. I'm a Defender fan, right? So I've been a fan since House Marquee or House Mark. I don't know how to say this because I never heard them say it. This is an acquisition of A to AA company that's always supported Sony as a first party, and he wasn't, like Insomniac did. The only game outside of PlayStation he did was
Sunset Overdrive.
Thank you, buddy. So I've always been a fan. Ex Machina, love the game. Awesome visuals. They ported that to PC. Beautiful. This is a good pickup for them. And it's like a natural fit. And everybody doesn't have to be bought by a major company. But I'm going to say this. I love Returnal. The slander it got, the ridicule it got, the negative energy you received was not warranted. But I am happy that Sony picked them up because they wasn't doing games for nobody else anyway. And to refer to the last interview with Phil Spencer that people don't understand, when Microsoft did the ZeniMax deal, they picked up all the economics. So now your 401k, your dental plans, your medical plans are paid by Microsoft. And they needed that. They're a small company. They don't have hundreds and hundreds of people, and they don't have no big investors, and they needed that support. Sony backed Returnal with a lot of advertisement and support. And for Sony to pick them up now, like Phil Spencer said with Bethesda and everybody else, economically, they're in a good position. So they're going to keep their jobs, which is better for the consumer, because now we can look forward to more investment into their platforms or games they choose to make. And maybe that will drive them to do bigger games, more important games, better structured games. So I look at any company being bought by a superpower as a bonus. So this is a great situation, and I'm a huge fan. They made 3 games. I'm a fan of all 3 games. This is like a Bethesda situation. I love everything Bethesda did except Fallout 76, which has grown into a new community and I haven't went back. But I'm a fan of Bethesda, seeing Microsoft pick them up, all these other entities. It's a bonus because right now you can say this for Bethesda. They ain't going nowhere. Microsoft got bank. And the same thing with this company. We're going to see them for the future. This is not no one-hitter quitter. They're not just going to make a game specifically and then maybe get dismantled. we know they're going to bring longevity, and their ideas for gaming has always been energetic. They got energetic games, response games, which reflexes, because Resogun gets hectic, Ex Machina gets hectic, and Returnal, man, there's 1,000 things, million things happening on the screen at one time, and I love it. So it's good that they dedicated themselves to Sony, and I have to go to a Sony platform. That justifies my purchase for PS5. It gives me a reason to have that system, because I know I only can get it on that platform. So it's a good situation for me from that perspective.
Nice, man. Well, at least you're excited about it and you're not feeling blue. That's a good thing.
Oh, well, you Papa Smurf on the show. I'm Gargamel. I don't got a cat, but I got a dog named Oreo. He still will bite your ass.
You're blue enough for you're blue enough for all of us.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, we gotta wave the blue flag. We gotta wave the blue flag.
I got a blue arm. I can wait.
Yo, look, I don't got no more blue. I got no more blue jokes. I got absolutely no more blue jokes.
Lemon, it's okay, because if you ask Clowns, he'll tell you what it's like under the sea over there.
Oh, shots fired. He's the host. We got to behave ourselves. Midway, control your people.
Midway.
Yeah, I just work here, man.
He's just an employee.
I just work here.
Look, he may look like the muscle, but he as soft as they come.
So, Midway, maybe some episode I could turn you green like the Hulk. But anyway, what do you think about this? What do you think about this thing going on with Sony and buying some studios?
It's natural. It was a natural progression. It was like, other than Sunset Overdrive, Insomniac was doing games for PlayStation, right? So.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, it was just a natural progression. I'm happy for House Marquee, and especially Nixus. I can imagine it's probably kind of tough being, contractors and just trying to find a job to job deal and all that. So I'm really happy for them. And yeah, Nux took the point about them being porters. They that could open up a lot of different avenues for PlayStation when it comes to not just porting to PC, but maybe even more successful ports to probably the PS5. Maybe actually have like some sort of smart delivery system, maybe, or something like that. You never know. So because isn't it true? Isn't it PS4? It stays PS4, like to go up to the PS5.
You got to pay for that. There's a toll for that kind of stuff. Cause
hold on, that's a different game. That's a different. We're not gonna start that. That's a different.
I'm just
game.
saying they have.
That's a different
methods.
game, PK.
I'm just saying it's a different methods.
But I can see them. It's almost like, okay, PlayStation is like, hey, we just bought you, and then they just dump. Hey, here's the next game we need quickly. Like, they'll definitely be a good support staff for upcoming games to get out quicker, because they I mean, how much they haven't really shown anything after Thor Ragnarok, right? So I mean, it's kind of tough, I think, for them to just rely on that studio. Now they got extra hands to push things out a little quicker, and I'm happy for Nixus. I'm just glad now they got 3 hots in a cot daily, so they'll be a good complement to any developer that needs help.
Could they not be a acquisition to port older games into the PS5?
Well, I mean, they got games that they worked on, right? That they haven't, that's not ported yet. So, I mean, there's plenty of opportunity there. The point is, it definitely is a good pickup for them. Again, it also is telling on their focus of, which direction they're trying to invest into.
Well, hold on. We know they're looking at a business perspective, right? Guerrilla Games don't know jack shit about porting things to PC. They're console developers.
Agreed.
Insomniac did not do oh my god, Sunset Overdrive on PC. They participated, but they didn't do it. It's like Bethesda has always been a PC company first. Then with OG Xbox, they grew into console, right? They got many years of both platforms. Every developer does not know how to port things to PC from console. That's why this is a good purchase for Sony. Now, Microsoft picked them up. You would scratch your head and say, y'all got plenty of people experience because Bungie came from PC. 343 came from PC. Coalition came from PC and vice versa. So what I'm saying, PlayStation, it's like, okay, Xbox didn't have the experience in gaming, right? OG Xbox 360. 360, they hit a grand slam. OG Xbox, they made it to third base.
Well, Microsoft contributed to PC games before Xbox, right?
Oh, no. I'm just talking about
they
in
had
terms of both
games.
worlds at the same time. Because remember, games from Windows was a failure.
Okay.
Remember that. They didn't figure out how to do multi-console and PC releases till the end of last gen where it works flawlessly. So obviously, it's not an easy task. Because remember, on 360, Shadow, what was that game? Shadow something that had crossplay and it hit PC. Then and used to walk in the games. I see games for Windows on PC. Then they had games for Windows on Xbox 360. Remember, that didn't work. Whatever the problem was, it never came to fruition. That's what I'm saying.
Are you talking about Shadowrun?
Shadowrun. It did not work. They tried to bring over the chat to PC. It did not work. Now, if you look at everything that went into today, Windows 11 is not really Windows 11 to me. Windows 11 looks like Windows Xbox to me.
I mean, to be fair,
all these features. Hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying nobody's incorrect, but from the history of Microsoft, it's obviously not a walk. It's not a walk in the park to say, oh, we're just going to put games on PC, right? So now you get these companies that's hired to do this, that know how to do it, and then you can wash your hands with it. Sony has no experience on PC, zero. Whereas Microsoft has both, and they still couldn't get both to work at the same time until now. That's a long time. That is a very long time. Now everything is combined. Game Pass on PC, Game Pass on Xbox, Halo Infinite day one release, Forza Horizon 5 day one release. That's brand new. That is brand new.
Yeah.
They just got Halo Master Chief Collection, what, last year?
Yeah.
So it's not an easy process. So Sony had to pay somebody to do that. Whereas Microsoft didn't pay anybody to do it. They figured it out. They know the game plan. It's not an easy feat. And I keep telling people, PC is not it's not in competition with console. But to cross over the two, look how long it took Microsoft to get it right. And they got it right now. They got it now. It's flawless. It's 1-to-1. Back in the days, they wanted it 1-to-1 and it didn't work. Games of Windows failed.
Well, I want to say this. I think for a while there, games on Windows, I think it really depends on the types of releases that you're speaking about, because there were games on Windows that were successful, and they used what they used was the Windows Live Key thing on Steam, and you got achievements for them. And actually, a lot of the deals were with Bethesda games back then. This is how far back it goes. Like Fallout 3 New Vegas, Fallout. They all had Windows Live CD keys.
Hold on. That's not Microsoft. That's not Microsoft. I told you, Bethesda, I did say in the beginning, Bethesda came from PC with Morrowind. I said Microsoft couldn't get it right. Because remember, Microsoft got a Windows store, and now you want to put your games on Steam eventually. Not Bethesda, they're a PC company that's putting games on Xbox. I said Windows.
Well,
Heroin is not a Windows game.
Well, what about
so at least let's just talk like this. At least Microsoft / Xbox were attempting.
Oh no doubt.
Use this technology when PlayStation was like,
get out of here.
Now they're
right. No, I'm saying that point. Midway, I agree with you 5,000%.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I'm not knocking Windows or Microsoft. I ain't knocking nothing. What I'm saying is, it's not easy. That's all I was saying. If Microsoft couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not a computer guy, and I can imagine it's a difficult task. But
right, it's a difficult task.
But PlayStation, with the advancement of gaming and the way Microsoft is pushing it now, you can say that they're behind the ball.
Oh, they're behind the ball. That's my whole point. They had to hire this company. They have no experience.
So that's why they bought Nexus to be that constant
right.
Tool for them that they could use, and maybe put more PS4 games on PC, and then maybe in the future be one of the contributing members to start putting those PlayStation 5 games, with that hush term day and date with them. So you never know.
And let me explain this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. The point of a PC developer that's different than a console. There's two different experiences there. Console is a closed network. You know what your hardware you're developing for, the RAM, the memory, the CPU, period. On PC, you got to go 5 to 6 years back, Pentium 2s, 3s, 4, whatever generations, you got to go 8 gig, 16 gig, 32 gig, 64 gig, and then equate all the GPUs that's on PC. Bootleg, low budget, medium range, high range, and ultra. PC developers know that realm, whereas a console company don't have that experience to make your game universal to work on multiple platforms. That is the biggest difference between console and PC development, because those PC guys got to say, listen, how many generations of GPUs we want to eliminate for this game to work? How much RAM do we want this game to work on to eliminate millions of people?
And we're talking about a company that cut PS3 support how long into the PS4 generation? Not
that long.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's a different ball game. And I have a monster PC. I game on console. I don't game on my PC, right? But just listen to what I just said to you and then say, damn, Lemon might have a point. Because on PC, it's more difficult to port a game over from console because you got to support how many platforms? Just saying. It's a lot. It's a lot. And Sony has zero experience. Microsoft just got it right. And they've been in that game forever. So they had to hire somebody. It's a good acquisition. They needed it.
Yeah.
Well, here's a topic I want to bring up that I think is kind of interesting that it's happening now, and it probably has to do with ASCAP anyway, which is what Twitch and all YouTube use in the background to automate takedowns for companies. So I sent everybody the links, I believe, but Sony has been taking down Earthbound videos, even from some famous Nintendo streamers, because there is a Sony track on Earthbound from Sony Music, and they're just doing auto takedowns. And there is no recourse. It's an immediate takedown delete video. There's no option to mute it, from what I understand. I'm not sure if you guys read into this, but anyone in the panel, feel free to go ahead and open up and tell us your feelings. I mean, this hurts me.
I agree that this hurts, and that's coming from someone who streams a lot and understands like how big this is for content creators, for those who do videos specifically for YouTube. But you're also talking about for live streamers who are actively doing this, how that results in DMC strikes, takedowns, and other things of people potentially losing their channel. That's why so many are always kind of worried about doing a lot of retro streams, because you think about some of those older games have music and audio that is so far back that there's no way to really kind of uh, get rid of the sound. A lot of people completely just started muting their entire game, and that takes away some of the magic when you think about some of those older games that, you know, some of them have older voice lines and things like that. So the fact that Sony's going so far out of their way and has it set up with these auto takedowns and auto strikes just kind of goes to show how broken the system is for copyright. Because the fact that we know that there's companies that will have these auto takedowns, and we also know that there are companies out there that do that there are those who also do copyright trolling and things like that on behalf of companies. So this just really further pushes people to not want to play these older titles because of the fact that there's nothing that they could potentially do. And that's such a letdown, because you think of games like Earthbound, even going back to the older Final Fantasies, or if you want to go old school, Xenogears, Alundra, a lot of those older titles back from the SNES and PS1 days that are so forgotten about, that there's no way to really be able to do anything about those without the audio. You look at how companies and developers nowadays are having to make these copyright modes to basically remove a lot of the copyrighted music that they get made for their games, to replace it with either other music that they're using, or just to take that completely out, so that way content creators aren't having to worry about that. The fact that they're going so far out of their way, especially hitting you, as you mentioned, these bigger Nintendo content creators, the people who are actively wanting to play these games, that's just very disheartening for what it means going forward and how it's going to affect others and wanting to even potentially go and play these games if there's no way for them to be able to enjoy it, or be able to create any content in it without having to completely cut all the audio out. And then that means not even they can listen to it, if not even their community is able to, which is very disheartening.
When it comes to like you said with the audio, a lot of these games, it was all reading, you know, like there's no voice, there's no anything like that. You
Yeah,
cut like one of my favorite soundtracks is actually Final Fantasy 2. I guess that would be what, 4 in Japan, I think, but
3.
you know, the red one with Cecil and Kane and all them.
The 2.
It's 2?
Yeah, like that like if you play that game without the audio,
So,
there's no point.
No.
There's no point whatsoever.
Drama and everything else.
But
right. Go ahead, Anime.
I also want to reflect on what Lydia Nook said as well. I mean, anybody who wants to get started into this sort of stuff, how do we know what we can stream and what music? There's no rule there.
Did streamers get any warning? Did they get a email? Did they get anything?
Exactly.
Saying, hey, your next video, if you play this.
So the way that it kind of works, at least on Twitch, is that some people, when they get DMCA strikes, it can happen live on stream, and what tends to happen is that their stream is cut in the middle of live, and they're notified through their dashboard as well as an email that their stream actually had a DMCA copyright claim on it. And the thing is, when you get your first strike, is that it can affect your ad revenue, because for some between either partners or affiliates, it affects the money that they're getting through ad revenue, and actually can cause any sort of changes on what they'll actually get percentage wise. And the biggest thing is if they get 3, like on YouTube, if you get 3 copyright strikes, you lose your channel permanently. So that kind of incentivizes a lot of people to just kind of avoid that kind of content.
Yeah, but what my point was that let's say that I'm going to start streaming today. I'm going to go, look, this is my favorite game. I'm going to play it. How do I know?
You don't know.
Exactly what Lemon's going to say. How do I know what I can do and can't do? There's no clear line at all.
Right.
And there's the issue. And I think that's the problem. Because I don't know if I can play, say, Forza Horizon. I do, because there's a mode on Forza Horizon. But luckily I can broadcast. But how do I know if I play a game and go,
you don't.
Look at me, I'm playing a game. The music's in the background.
You know
hold on,
buddy, hold on. You know how you usually find out?
Yeah.
You go online and you see Nintendo dissing BS. And they're notorious for it. Let me say this for the record. Bloody, I think out of everybody, is the biggest streamer in this room, right? He'll buy a game, he's streaming day one. He is subjected to this more than anybody because he doesn't wait. You see, me, I stream once in a blue moon, blue like clowns.
Yeah, just like me. Yeah.
So it's like they know times have changed, right? They need to have copyright written music or stop doing this to your community because it's the community that's promoting your game more than anybody else. Yes. And the worst company for this situation is goddamn Nintendo.
Yes.
Breath of the Wild came out. You better not stream it. I'm like, I paid my $65 and $2.99 plus tax for a Switch. You're gonna tell me I can't stream a game? You're gonna give me copyright strikes? They didn't talk about music, but with the music side, it's like what Microsoft did. Oh, we might have copyrighted music. 2 hours later, all copyright strikes will be off for a year. You can stream this all day. Nintendo, 1 hour before. If you stream our event, copyright strikes. Bloody called me, I don't know how many times. Remember that, Bloody?
Yep.
Called me on my cell phone. I didn't know what he wanted. I see him in the middle of something. Then he said, you need to talk to me ASAP. But when I went on Twitter, I said, I know what Bloody wants. He's going to tell me, do not stream the Nintendo event live. And they have to back up, especially with the smaller content creators. If you under $1 million, you're a small content creator. Yeah, you're small.
And that is what I'm saying. A guy like Bloody Nux who does it all the time, he knows what he's looking for. What about the guy? What about the guy that's going to start tomorrow that goes, do you know what? I'm going to stream Final Fantasy, whatever, and I'm going to play it all. How do they know? They don't know.
They don't. There's no warning unless they put it out like they did at E3. You don't know.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
Because there's so many people want to do it on Twitch. And
some people just do it for fun. It's not about being a content creator. Yeah. But it's the point that you have to throw these shots. Just say, listen, before our game come out, don't stream it. You might spoil it for the community. It's an RPG or it's Resident Evil 8. We don't want people to see the spoilers. I can get it. But when it's just a regular game, let's say NBA 2K, you know, I don't know who has NBA 2K in this room. You know, if you do the 30-second record on 2K or anything above that, you know the commentary, the music, and the sound effects is not included. It's not included. It mutes the game. While you say, record this last dunk, it will mute everything. So when you play it back on your PC, you like, where the sound go? That's a game. They don't want the commentary or the music be on it. And when the Xbox records it, you have no sound.
But my point is, okay, the people listening to this podcast, the people that want to get into this shit, how do they know what they're supposed to do?
They don't know.
They don't.
This makes me not want to stream.
Where can we go? And where can they go? Where can I go? Them to find out what we're supposed to do. Because everybody wants to have a go.
Animated. They don't put it out. It's not about where to go. They don't talk about it. The only time I've seen it really broadcast and spoke about it, out of all the E3s I've been to, this was the first time I've ever seen we're gonna not copyright you or you better not. One came from Microsoft, Bethesda said it was okay. Nintendo said hell to the no. And you know what's crazy? If I stream your content, don't give my channel revenue, but don't give me a strike for giving my community visuals and my reactions to what you are putting out. Just take the revenue from my channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But it's not right. I
don't understand why
it's not right.
But you understand the question, right?
No. Facts. There is nowhere to go because they don't put it out. I'll tell you, this is the first time they ever said something.
And here's the thing about it, Animated, is that typically Nintendo and some of the big publishers aren't going to say anything. It's typically they leave it to the devs, but Nintendo don't ever take. At this point, it's never play anything Nintendo related directly from them because they're going to be very, very aggressive about making sure you don't get anything for anything. And that's why a lot of people even say that the Nintendo Partners Program is not even that useful, because a lot of people are just like, okay, well, if I'm in this and I'm allowed to play these games, why are there still copyright strikes? And you're telling me that there's nothing I could do. It's not, it
doesn't matter.
So
about it.
I want to reel it in. I get what you guys saying. So I think the topic started out with
but the fact is that it's about the music right now with
right.
Sony going
so
but that has something to do with copyrights.
So let me make my point, because you guys are kind of hammering away about the gaming, and I get it. We all get that. As far as the music is concerned, I think this is the time specifically, and I spoke to my homie about this, is there's a need, right? And when there's a need, then it's time to fill in the gap. So basically, instead of streaming or having music that you typically use for your social, why don't there be a specific niche for musicians or to create music that is used just for gaming and still get paid doing that, just for streaming, just for those kind of events where it's not just streaming, right? Because even if you at a party or something, there's still regulations and things like that. If they catch you, period, it could be a problem. So if they have music specifically created for that, because like my man's, he let me use all the stuff he makes, period. He gets paid for every time it's streamed anyway. So he don't see a problem with that. That's what I'm saying. So I think what we need to do is start looking for that hole to be filled for the music piece, and not get away from all that other stuff, because it's specifically made for this. It could be a subscription model, right? You pay $5 on your Twitch and you got unlimited music you could choose from just for streaming, period. And it's all, it cannot be a strike or none of that, because it's covered by that agreement. The problem is there's no agreement exists right now for that particular thing. Yes, there is non-copyrighted music, but what I'm getting at is, if you can get your favorite artist to make music specifically for that, that's the ideal, right? And then we could get away from this whole music thing, because I think their main issue is they feel like they're losing out on money. But if they look at it as an opportunity, it could be something like this is a different niche we haven't tapped into, so let's do that. Does that sound like a reasonable?
Okay, I can agree with that, PK, but I'm gonna give you some input. If I'm playing Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, and I'm playing that game and it has its own score, I don't want to hear a hip hop beat. I don't want to hear a jazz beat from a third party. I understand person. Let me finish. That got nothing to do with the game. But what I'm saying is, wait a minute. Let me finish.
All right.
What they should do. What they should do.
This ain't hot topic.
What they should do is, when you stream, they copyright their product and take the revenue and just leave it. Don't give me strikes.
You said that you don't want to hear the score. When you hear in your headset, is it always the same of what your audience hear? And that's what I'm saying. Well, you can literally mute the audio track, but still hear it.
Then you're muting the gameplay too. You're muting the
gameplay.
Hey, listen.
No, you're not.
I came up with a solution already. But before I get into my solution, Midway, did you get your point in on this?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I was just gonna say.
I don't stream. I don't stream. So I have no like.
I stream, but I
can
stopped
understand.
midway because
Yeah,
of this.
I can understand. I can understand
just-
what the problem is and all that, but like I said, this makes me not want to try streaming. So
Right.
Yeah.
It's too
I
much.
get
And to kind of add on to what real quick to what PK brought up, there are subscriptions that do that. Pretzel Rocks is one of the most well-known programs out there that is literally all copyright claim-free music that you pay to subscribe to their service, and they use that money to pay the artist because everything on there is stream-friendly. There are artists out there directly who say, "Hey, this music that I'm making here, anyone can use for free." All they do is say, just let people know where it's come from. T-Pain has made music specifically for streamers because he's big on Twitch. Hellman, one of the guitarists from Dragon Force, literally sits there and makes and create music on stream on Twitch, and he's made new albums specifically to use for streamers. He's gotten copyright claimed by playing Dragon Force music because it's not coming from the artists themselves, it's coming from the label companies. That's the issue.
Well, I mean, I thought about this a while ago, and I had a solution, and I passed this along through the proper channels, but I never got feedback from any game companies. And my solution was this, okay? And I posted in the proper channels, like the feedback form, submit feedback. I did all that stuff. This is what I think. So I think when a company makes a game, they should exclusively look for copyright-free musicians. The musicians get paid once. It could be a nice sum or whatever it is, or the same sum that a normal musician makes, and they say sign this waiver with us so that there'll never be a copyright strike when somebody plays this game with your music in it. The second option for this, and this I think is good, there's a lot of great high school bands out there, like the Battle of the Bands and stuff like that. There's a ton of great bands out there in high school and college that don't get any recognition whatsoever. So why don't game companies go to some of these bands that are really talented in high school and college, make a deal with them, pay them properly, and say, we'll give you credit on our game and waive all copyright strikes. Like if you're playing Forza, for example, right? Have the band's name and the name of the track come up somewhere on screen and let people know, hey, this is like a high school band and they got a CD out or they're on iTunes. Yes, that's what I think. I think that's the best solution. The third solution could
you can actually stream on Forza Horizon 4 with the Hospital Records. That's fine because they have agreed to that.
Yeah.
Sorry for
when you're done, clowns. I'm gonna tell you what system would have never survived streaming. But go ahead.
So the third option that I thought of, hey Dino, I don't know you, so we can't hate you. But what's up? So third option would be this: they still make these deals, and then when the streamer is playing the game, they like YouTube and Twitch can add an automation detection method that works within the game soundtrack that pops up in the chat, that like kind of what Pretzel does, right? But it says, hey, this is the band, this is the song, and you could buy this here. And that way, people that like that track or whatever could be like, hey, listen, I'm just going to click this link, open a new window, buy this track, and that streamer's awesome. Like, these are solutions that will work for everybody. Everybody's making money off these solutions. The bands, the musicians, the composers, the game companies. And then the streamers don't have to get angry at game companies. I know there's a whole thing about changing the DMCA laws, and I think that's going to be very hard to do at Congress because the music industry has a very heavy lobbying arm with the RIAA. And
yeah, they do.
The best way to do it is just change the way of how you put the music in the game. Make different deals with these musicians. Find people that are not represented by Hollywood agents and stuff. Because those Hollywood agents, I mean, are part of the ASCAP and the RIAA issues. Get small time people, man, that sound good. Go to your local pub. You got a good band? Boom, put them in. Go to a high school battle of the bands. Your kids go to a high school.
They'd be happy for that exposure.
Absolutely. Yep. Dude, they would love it.
Of course, pay them a bit, but yeah.
They would be going down the hallways of school. Yo, I'm in the new Grand Theft Auto, man. Did you hear? Did you hear my band in there?
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, clowns. Back in the OG Xbox era, if streaming was popular, remember you was able to play your own music and your games?
Yep.
Everybody would be eliminated.
Well,
right off the back.
Twitch is going back eliminated and all that now. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You know, it's like I got homeboys that DJ, right? They do Facebook, they do Instagram. They're getting banned. They got to restart their streams for music that they own to put it on Facebook and Instagram. I think it's just the whole situation is bad, and they have to come up with a remedy because they want people to stream their games. So you have to have a copyright a clause to say, yo, we're not going to give you this for this game, or, you know, we're not going to penalize you. Take the revenue. You know, it's your content. I stream a Nintendo Direct. Yes, it's your content. I'm enjoying it with my community. Take the revenue. Don't give me no copyright strikes, and then I got to worry about getting kicked off YouTube, which I invested.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, hey,
put that thousands of hours.
Yeah.
Put that in the streaming clause where, hey, if you know you're making money off the stream, if we get a claim, we'll call it a claim. We won't even call it a copyright claim. We'll call it a claim. Just like insurance, right? We'll call it a claim. Right. And if we get that claim, a portion of what was played, like if it's the music, there's a portion of the music. If there's, you know, even though like if it's the whole game, there's going to be a portion that has to go to that company / developer.
It added to their viewership, but they do that now, Midway. They do that now, right? They do that. I streamed.
Then this kind of baffles me, because why can't this be used for this Earthbound game? Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. That's my problem, because I streamed every event, right? Clowns was there, PK there, several other guys. Oh, you got a copyright claim, but this is not a strike, right? Oh, we're gonna donate that revenue for views to that channel. I'm not mad at that. That's your content. I'm just streaming and sharing with my community. I'm good with that. But when you do a game that got certain music, now it's a strike. Because I swear to God, I will screenshot my YouTube studio. All the videos that I stream live got a copyright, but not a strike. They just took the views and allocated it to those channels for revenue. They didn't give me no revenue. I'm not even in a revenue situation anyway, but they gave them the credibility. I just want to share it with my community. That's what most of us do. We're not making tons of money from streaming a Nintendo Direct or Xbox Live Bethesda showcase. But they gave me two copyrights, but no strikes. A strike is a different ball game. That means you stole something. That's what a strike means. Copyright means, oh, we own that situation and we're just going to take the revenue, but it's not a strike. That's the problem. When you playing these games with this music, you're getting a strike. Now, like baseball, you got 2 left. You don't want to risk it. So I literally stopped streaming. I was going to stream Best of the Route. I had to work that week. I came home, and then I seen a ton of YouTubers saying, yo, they're giving out strikes. I said, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Because that's different than taking copyrights and taking credit for the content. Take the credit for the content, but don't give me no damn strike. I ain't stealing nothing. I did buy this game, $65. It's a difference. No, that's why it's bad. But I'm done.
So, I know we're sort of getting short on time here, so I want to get into at least one other topic, because I know, Lemon, you got things to do, and
throw me under the bus.
No. You're good. I know you're chasing Smurfs.
Because I ain't afraid to advertise what I gotta do.
I gotta run because you're chasing Smurfs. No.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, let's go into this topic, okay? Because I think this is really cool, and this might hit some of us, really good. And Midway, I hope you can relate to this as well. I am excited for Space Jam and Game Pass. Okay. What? What?
No, this is a good topic.
What?
You know why I said that?
Continue.
Because, listen.
Continue.
I'm a Space Jam
Continue,
lover,
Klaus.
right? And when you brought this up, I'm like, yes, yeah. You know, I'm a movie guy. So when I was like, I don't want to seem like a super nerd, which I am. I don't care. I don't care who I am. I don't care. I'm a super nerd. I don't care. But this is a great topic. Go ahead, Cons. I'm sorry.
Okay, so listen.
It's if it was the OG Space Jam, you know, like I'm partial to the OG, you know, being
well, so am I, but you know, Michael Jordan's 50-something years old. So
hey,
he can
still shoot with the best of them.
Right, he could, but you know, it's forever, you know. They do got the new king, so whatever. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Klaus.
That's all right. You know, I just got back from Acme Studios myself. That's why I'm blue. I got, Wile E. Coyote dropped the paint bucket on me. No, so I'm really excited about this, right? Not because LeBron James is in it. Like, I don't even know that much about basketball. I'm sorry, guys. All I know is that my home team is the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Harlem Globetrotters can do tricks.
First of all, you just went real Brooklyn on the low.
Yeah.
You said alls I know. Alls I know. ALLSIKNOW. Alls I know is that's a Brooklyn saying. Shout out to your mama. Facts.
Yeah. But
alls I know.
I love Looney Tunes. Ever since growing up as a kid, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote were my favorite. I loved them. I loved that game on the Super NES that was very hard and difficult later on in the stages.
Yep.
And so seeing some of these characters come back in this game, even though you play as Bugs, Lola, or LeBron James, there's a Roadrunner character in there that gives you like the speed boost that you could choose. I love it. Okay, I already played it. The game is not meant to be some
serious game.
Yeah, it's meant just to be fun, ridiculous, and just something that you don't even have to think about. You just smash things, punch things, and just play. Yep. Second cool thing, which I think is gonna be hard for me to get because I don't want Nike sneakers, is I want the controller, the Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner controller. Now, to get that, you have to get the sneakers app from July 8th to July 15th and buy it as part of a Nike's bundle. However, I looked up the wireless controller in the Xbox store, and it comes up separately. So I don't know if they are planning separate releases. All three of them.
No, it's 3 separate releases. 2 separate releases.
I hope so.
All 3 controllers are separate. Now, the Nike bundle came out after the news of the controllers.
Okay. So
there's
I hope
a Nike sneaker bundle, and then there's a controller bundle. Now, the point is, if you pre-order it, when will you get it? Because it's going to be lit.
Yes, I want to get that Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner controller, and I will put that in a glass case. Nobody could touch it. But what does the panel think about this game? You guys, so Others Inc. on the Sneakers app, you can get it from July 8th through July 15th as part of a Nike bundle. As far as when it's going to be released in the Xbox store or the Microsoft stores, that I don't know.
It's going to be on Amazon too.
Oh snap!
And it's going to be on Amazon also.
You heard it
looking
from
for that pre-order.
You heard it from Lem.
You heard it from the man himself.
Lemetheus.
Yes.
Lemetheus.
So
yeah.
PK, I know that you haven't had a chance to talk a lot, and I know that you were excited about downloading this game. What do you think about this?
I think it was just cool. Something, a perk that Game Pass gave out, and something, I'm a Streets of Rage. I'm a beat 'em up kind of guy, so I thought it was cool to give a free game out and something to play with the kids with.
Yeah,
I mean, bottom line, it's a Game Pass partnership, so
yeah,
it's just another way to get the kids into the Game Pass, So and parents will see. It's just it's just a whole whole nother way. Got to get to the kids. So,
Even though it's more adult gaming.
Yeah. I'll probably touch the game a little bit, just to see it. But I mean,
nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgia definitely. But yeah, it's just another partnership that's gonna promote both in the way that each company wants. So I mean, can't fault them for that.
Awesome. Are you gonna get those sneakers and wear them when you're coaching football and stuff?
No, you can't wear those out in the grass and the mud and all that stuff. You can't do that.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, clowns?
What?
No, clowns. You don't wear fresh sneakers in the grass.
Well, I never collected sneakers, so I always wore my best shoes. I mean, I
did. You don't wear them in the grass. You don't wear them when it rains. You don't wear them around crowds. You don't. Nobody step on your sneakers.
You don't wear it on the street.
And
we're in the
I'm a
subway.
football coach, and we're not a dome team.
He said we're not a dome team. Oh my god.
No, I mean, Lemon, you wear your brand new sneaks in the subway, right?
Yeah, but I make sure I don't stand on nobody. You know
Now,
what I'm saying? That's
in the bathroom.
wasn't the game a competition anywhere to from non-developers and stuff? It was wasn't the game developed from a community competition? I'm sure it was.
I don't remember. I'm too blue to remember. I'm sorry.
Yes. So the the basketball game, it was developed from a community competition, and the best person who offered up the game, it was made. It's not been done by a major developer or anything like that. It was a competition through Microsoft, I believe.
That's nice.
From
give a smaller developer opportunity.
It's just so from very tiny developers.
Wow, he said tiny.
Yeah, tiny. Yes. So it's not actually from a established developer. This game at all. It's from a competition, as in
what should game.
Yes, it was. Nice. It was basically said, what should we do with this game? It was a competition. I can't remember the rules and stuff. But it's actually a community game rather than a full-on made by developers. This is what we're doing.
The developer is Digital Eclipse.
Yeah,
that's the name they're going by. So
that's fine.
Yeah,
but it was developed from a competition through Microsoft, I believe.
Okay.
It was a community thing saying, what should we do for this game? I can't remember the details. I did read upon it about 3 weeks ago. So it's actually developed by or suggested, by someone from the community. This is what we should do, and it's been made.
Good to see the small guy get a chance, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's great to see smaller studios get a chance.
Damn you, Blue.
It really is.
Damn.
I can't help it, man.
Damn, he's blue.
He is blue. Dabba dee dabba da, isn't he?
Damn, son.
You know what? It will be fixed on the next episode.
Yo, I don't know. You Clowns. Blue like he's blue like balls. I don't know what the hell's going on around here.
This is why he needs to be selling them crayons like they Cheetos right now.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if anyone's played the new Sea of Thieves shit, but guess what? Clowns is coming right out of that stuff, I tell you.
Oh, I could be the ghost with the lantern, right?
Yeah. Oh my That's God. All you need, dude. Your lantern coming out
like right out of David Jones' locker over here.
To the Sea of Thieves.
And shout out to the chat, man. Y'all lit all day, man. Welcome everybody.
Yeah,
man. That's a
so
fact. Y'all
absolutely love you all. Thank you.
Listen, there's something here that PK has not got a chance to say, and I know he wants to talk about it. And it is
Smash.
It is big news, and I know Bloody Nux likes it as well. Midway Midway probably don't play it at all. But PK, go ahead and tell everyone about the great news that happened to Smash, and no, it's not Halo Master Chief.
No.
Sakurai did a Smash reveal this week, and he showed Kazuya as one of the Smash characters available for download now, adding to the roster to the entire Smash roster there. And it's pretty impressive. It was a good demonstration. Shows that Sakurai does his homework. He's very detailed, and for what it's worth, every character he has added, he was able to maintain the essence of the character and still be able to make it work in the Super Smash Brothers game, which is extremely difficult. And I think another one of his challenges is definitely the music. Not just getting permission, but also trying to find the right music and design the stages around the same aesthetic that the characters come from. So it represents, because Smash Brothers is a representation of a celebration of gaming in general. So every character might not be someone's favorite, but it may be somebody's favorite. And you want to do your best to represent the best side of them in every way you can. So it is pretty cool. It's definitely shows that he has, over the past 10 years, has committed himself to being as detailed as he can when it comes to this celebration of gaming.
Well, you
Super Smash Bros.
Sound like the most electrifying man in gaming. You sounded pretty unenthused about this, because I know I've been unlocking mad characters the last 2 days, and I sound way more excited than you, and I don't even touch That's a fact. Let's go.
Super Smash Bros. Is a big esports
yes, it is.
platform as well. So
yes, it is.
Yes. So by the way, my high school, the state, 2 out of the last 3 years, esports state champions in Overwatch. So they
they didn't meet me.
They got classrooms dedicated to that stuff. So
they doing LAN parties in your school?
Before this year the pandemic, but the year before they actually did like a week during the lunch periods. They did a Super Smash Bros. Tournament. So they promote it. They promote it, and they're very healthy about it. So
nice,
cool school.
Nice.
Yeah,
I had to say that the announcement for Sakurai announcing that Kazuya was coming to Smash Brothers was one of those announcements that I thought was just way out there, but it also kind of fit with what they've been doing with Smash Brothers Ultimate. You think that with a lot of the characters that have kind of shown out, that it would just make sense that they would have another fighter, especially from one of the other big games, because you think that they added Terry Bogard from King of Fighters. You think that they would bring out another character from one of the other big fighting games after they already have Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. So of all the big fighting games, Tekken would have been the next big one, but it was just a fact of who was going to be the character. And I think that Kazuya would probably have been the perfect choice for them, besides obviously going with Mishima, which is who I would have, or Heihachi, who I feel would have been another good pick. But the fact is, he absolutely did capture the essence of the character. A lot of the moves and the way that the character plays is how you would expect him to play in Tekken. It's just going to be a lot different because you're coming from a 3D arena fighter to a 2D side-scrolling broader, a 2.5D. But either way, it's still a two-dimensional fighting arena. Right. It's a much different fighter with the way that it's gonna feel, especially since you're have that battle arena kind of mechanic into it with the fact that it's multiple characters on screen at the same time fighting. And so the fact is that he definitely did do a lot of work with capturing the right feel for the character, and the way that he plays is exactly how you would expect Kazuya to play. So I think that's kind of the biggest aspect of how much work that they really did into going into this crossover and bringing the character into the Smash universe. And I think that when they did the reveal of himself, of the character, really when they did the original trailer, I thought it was just very entertaining because they really tried to capture the feeling of Kazuya's personality with the fact that you see him throwing off every Nintendo character in the game off the cliff, kind of making a joke about the scene from basically every Tekken game in existence, but specifically Tekken 6 with him throwing Heihachi off of the cliff into the volcano at the end of the story mode, for those who played it. But I feel that it's just one of those announcements that was kind of expected, just who was going to be the next big crossover. You think they've already brought over characters like Joker from Persona and others. It's just one of those things that it's cool. It was expected on who was going to be the next big one. It just wasn't sure when it was going to happen or who it was going to exactly be. That's the way that I feel about it. But I'm really excited that Kazuya is coming over. That's my thoughts on it.
I don't really get excited about Smash, but the one thing I was excited for, I'm going to be honest with you, is the Dragonborn. I saw like an image of him in Smash. Please tell me that's real and not fake.
It's a me custom.
So
yeah, it's me custom.
What does that mean?
It's literally one of the me characters that is customized to look like that.
So basically, if it's not a playable character, they'll give you a me costume that you get on one of them customizable characters that fits the fighting type. And then, you could choose the moveset or whatever. So since it's a sword character, you got like, a bunch of sword moves you can choose and create it and throw it in there. Actually, there's lots of me characters that people go in and actually create from scratch. I mean, Yobi was playing with Obama. I mean, I have Mr. T. I got,
Do they have special moves like outside of the main character?
No.
Yeah, like all the customizable me characters, they got a set preset of a bunch of moves, but you can choose which ones you want on there, and then that would be how they play.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
It's got 16 different moves you can choose from, and then you customize the character to make it look like whatever, as close as you can make it look like that. So yeah. With that being said, there's Cuphead, like literally looks and plays like Cuphead. And Sakurai was actually celebrating Bethesda's 35th anniversary with that. What's the character from Skyrim? What's the main one you said?
Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn.
And what's the other guy from Fallout? The
Wanderer, or
the boy. What's his name? Always smiling. He got his
Vault Boy.
Yeah, so he got both of those and actually gave Bethesda a happy 35th anniversary. So I think it's, more or less shows that, he still got a love for all games, no matter what platform in general.
Okay. I mean, it does sound exciting. I wish that they would have different, like, I would love to be the Dragonborn and take an arrow to the knee or something, Like, that would be kind of cool and iconic, but...
I mean, if you're fighting Link, it will happen.
Will it?
I said if you're fighting Link, that will happen.
Somebody needs to screenshot that. Real question for you who play Smash. Is it fun to play solo against the CPU?
Yes.
Yeah, Smash has like what 10 different modes and game types and settings you can customize.
Okay, I gotcha.
Or more than that. It's a party game at its heart, so it's not, so you can make it as silly as you want it to be or as serious you want to be. Plus, they don't just have a versus mode; they have, like a bat, baseball where you try to hit home run. It's home run derby. See how far you can hit it, or Cruel Smash classic mode. Of course, they got some sort of story mode, spirit board. They got all kinds of little games and stuff you can participate in.
Okay. Maybe I will check out Smash eventually when I get a new Switch. And it's probably more fun to play with people too, but I will check it out. But other than that, I think it's kind of time to wrap it up. Been here an hour and 30 minutes. I want to thank the panel for this awesome show. Huge happy birthday shout out to Animated Evil, man. Now he's got balloons floating from his hat. Woo! I was looking for like animated dancing like anime girls, but I couldn't find any stick on top of there. But
shout out to the strippers on deck. Let's go.
No, there's no Lemon. There is none on deck. No.
Yeah, facts.
Happy birthday.
Not yet.
Mr.
Not yet.
Evil.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Deadpool.
I'm not doing that.
Dreadpool keeps hearing.
I went all out on that one.
A beep. Anybody hearing a beep?
Mr. President. Nah.
Nope. Nobody.
I think that's
beep.
just you.
Is it? Am I beeping as well?
No.
Maybe.
I don't hear a beep.
No.
You're good.
Okay.
You imagining things, bruh.
Yeah, Dreadpool, you must be working with too many smoke detectors.
Facts.
But let's go on and get everybody out of here. To our special guest first, Lemon.
I'm not a special guest, brother. I've been here so many times. I'm a regular. I'm like an old condom that's not used.
Oh boy. He's bringing the humor. He's bringing that Brooklyn humor. That's what he's doing.
We'll call it reoccurring role.
What up?
Megatron, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping by. So, 108 Dragons TV, aka Lemon, aka Lemetheus, aka. Where can people find you?
Man, you can find me at 108 Dragons TV all during the week, all my podcasts every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you fresh news, unbiased reviews, and just giving you that gaming news. We just go out there, we do what we do, man. We talk about everything, man. And shout out to my boy Animated Evil. Shout out to my boy Midway. Listen, man, we need to do more podcasting together. My brother Clowns, my brother Pete Kizzle, and of course, my little brother Bloody. You already know what it is, man. That's where y'all can find me, man. I'm always out here trying to do positive things. Shout out to the GUG. You already know what we do, man. Support to be supported. Each one teach one. And as I always say, you got to bring your game and not your sorry ass name. That's a fact. That's what you find me. 108 Dragons, baby.
Speaking of that, Lemon, after us at 9 o'clock, NLG has their show, and Stinger and his crew come on. The GUG. Yeah.
I'm happy. I hope he sent me an invite one day. Let's go. Let's go, Stinger. Let's go. You need that energy. Let's go.
Bloody Knuckles, man. Where can we find you?
Man, you know what it is? You know who it is. Your boy, Bloody Knucks, aka the Gothic Gamer, and your resident anime king. They can find me all over the place. They can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, where I stream 4 times a week. And of course, they can find me over here on YouTube, all at Bloody Knucks, KNUX. And of course, I appreciate you inviting me back on out here, Clowns. It's always good to talk to you and the rest of the crew. I was like, but if they want to see all the things that I do, I play a variety of games, as well as I'm a massive advocate for Japanese gaming on the Xbox platform. So if you want to see a lot of those games and more, make sure you come stop by and see what I do. Other than that, you can follow me everywhere and all the stupid things I have to say and all the news that's always coming out. But other than that, I will be hopefully starting the Smash Podcast. Soon, your one-stop shop for all things nerdy news and geeky goodness for anything anime related or pop culture centric here soon. But other than that, just follow me anywhere, guys.
Nice. And to the birthday man with the largest hat, I was gonna call him Mad Hatter. Thanks to shout out to Transparent PNG, who had a Creative Commons license to allow me to use that hat. So shout out to you guys. Animated Evil's loving it. He's hoping for real life edition that has floating balloons as well. So Mad Hatter, happy birthday, and where can we find you? Mad Hatter is muted. And
he said you can find me on the mute button. Not the blue button. Animated. Your mic is muted.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to technical problems.
I'm blue, right? I got problems too. I'm blue.
Shout out to Megatron in the chat.
Don't tell me you upgraded Windows 11.
Yep.
Midway, you messy. You messy. Oh my God.
No, not yet, Animated. Read his lips, chat. Read his lips.
Shout out to all my lip readers.
I think he says, hello, I'm Animated Evil. You can catch me on Twitter. I forget
Flamish,
my handle.
Experience, Stubbs, Gaming,
yes.
Twitter.
Midweek Gaming.
You can find me rubbing
Can hear me?
pigeons' boobies.
There
we
we
hear
go.
you now.
Got you.
Hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yay! Sorry,
Yay.
I do apologize.
All right.
I do not know what happened there.
The Mad
Maybe
Hatter.
It's
Struck
it's
again.
it's the weight of the hat. It's the weight of the hat confused me.
Too much
Yeah,
on your shoulders,
thank you.
brother.
Yeah,
There's so much chatting, but
Yeah,
there's so much chatting.
let's be honest. That hat is huge.
I feel like it's gotten bigger as the show went on.
Yeah, thank you for all the
It did.
birthday wishes. I fucking absolutely enjoyed it. It's been brilliant. Yes, you can find me on 4GQ TV every Thursday. But if you want to know, if you really want to know what I'm up to, get me on Twitter, animated_evil. I am on all sorts of other programs and stuff like that. I do a community game night, but please hit me up on Twitter, animated_evil. You'll find me there. You'll find out exactly what I'm up to.
Yeah, you will find out the next time he swing around that pole stripping
And
for
yes,
his birthday.
and yes,
Facts.
I have to thank.
In a G-string that has
No.
Xbox logos on it.
I have.
Lemon.
I'm sorry.
Calm
I'm
down,
sorry,
brother.
I'm sorry.
Calm down. I have to thank the blue man in the corner for having me on tonight. Thank you, blue man.
Obadi, obladu.
Yeah.
Oblada.
Gotta say a disclaimer:
Lemon.
the words expressed by One Away Dragons TV is
Lemon, they're
Go ahead,
telling you
Clem,
to
it's all right.
stop blasting out a side job, man.
Happy birthday,
PK,
brother.
where can we find you, man? The most electrifying man on all the YouTube land. Static Shock, biggest fan.
You can find
Static
me
who?
in the bed and eat in a few hours, but nah, you definitely can find me every Thursday here hanging out with the crew. Tomorrow we Bloody Lemon, maybe. We see each other on some GRG. And definitely on Saturday we'll be in the den. Don't know what's gonna happen. It gets crazy over there. So
Why you keep
one
saying
thing
that?
about-
We have the best podcast on the market.
that's-
Besides dudes I
that's
rock
what-
with.
that's
Fact.
that's my description there. And you know, with 108 TVs, you know, he definitely has things to talk about that nobody else does. So he
Right.
definitely has some good things to talk about. So definitely come check us out for sure.
Nice. It sounds like a good time. Also, I want to give PK a shout out because we are working on some stuff in the background. I got control of the DC Multiverse group on Facebook. So I started it up.
Yes.
I'm the only person in it, so feel free to join it. PK on PK's channel, we're gonna be doing a DC centric show, and we're probably gonna try to get Stargirl on, Brooke Bassinger. So you shout out, looking forward to that. I'm waiting on his channel to get that done, and Graphic God is working up some magic for us there, right, PK?
That's right.
Oh, snap.
Always the man is in the lab doing something.
And then
that man never stopped.
On 4GQ TV, we're gonna be having another show. Paris is gonna be on it. You may have seen him on some of the interviews with Marvel. He heads the largest Marvel Facebook group on Facebook. It's official by Marvel Studios as well. They list it on their images and DVDs as Facebook group. So he's gonna be on it with PK and I for now, and we're gonna be doing Marvel stuff, talking about Marvel stuff. And that's the plan. MCU after show. And I want to get to Midway. He's sometimes the Hulk of Chicago, sometimes a football coach, sometimes a bouncer. Sometimes he might want to stream, but then he changes his mind. Where can we find you, Midway?
Well, all the time you can find me at Midway 8 Monster on Twitter. Great show, loved it. Finally, got to talk with Lemon and Bloody Nux, and always a great time with PK and Mr. Birthday Boy himself. And Clowns. I'm surprised nobody said this yet, guys. Clowns. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
Nice. I like it.
That's a classic movie, by the way.
That's a good one right there.
I think the DC and Marvel universe just crossed because we have Midway, the Hulk of Chicago, and we have me as Mr. Freeze. So I think we're crossing multiverses here.
Facts.
I'll stop myself before I give a bad pun. But I want to thank everybody who's come out in the chat and supported the show. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you to Dino for subscribing to the channel. Thank you to Stephanie for your donation. It was very kind. Thank you so much. I mean, we wouldn't do this without your support, and it's something that we love doing as well. We just love talking games and things going on in the industry. And sometimes we get sidetracked, but that's kind of fun. It's not always to be staying on topic, but until next time. Oh, does anyone here want to hear some announcements on the next interview?
Well, let me say this for the record.
I have to say something for the record.
Yeah.
The best place to be is for GQ TV.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Oh.
Let's go, 50 Cent, 69 cent, 25
Hear them
cent.
bars.
So
I gotta say, man, y'all do a great job before GQ TV, man. Y'all absolutely amazing. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Anytime you invite me, I'm here all day, no matter what I have to do. As you see, I turned down something special to be here. So with that being said, y'all should be
now there's something else that's blue, Clowns.
Y'all should be commended for the reviews that y'all put up. Anything y'all do with your interviews, man, it's always something that this community needs, that a lot of people on the market don't get to talk about, don't get to be heard. And y'all definitely are an amazing podcast, man. And I can't commend y'all enough. Thanks.
Yep.
So our next interview is tomorrow with Jeff Isherwood, or Geoff Isherwood. I hope I say your name correctly. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm not great with names. I'm a little blue right now. But he is a comic book artist for Marvel. He's well known in the industry. He's coming on to talk to us. It's probably going to be pre-recorded, and then we'll upload it later. We just had Anthony Francisco, who showed us some keyframes and stuff from Marvel as an exclusive on 4GQ TV, never seen anywhere else before. Disney approved it. We're on IMDb now as well. So if you keep clicking on my profile and PK's profile, and as soon as they add Midway's and everybody else's, it'll raise our star meter and we can be stars on there. Like we can go up.
Yep.
So
Here
just
we go.
keep looking on us. You'll
My
see
meter be
Animated
pointing
Evil.
up.
Yep. You're gonna be
Yep.
green. I'll get you a green picture. Animated Evil's got his birthday hat on there.
Yeah, as long as the hat's gone. As long as the hat's gone, I'm fine. Today and today only, okay?
Nice. But again, thank you for everybody coming out. Until next week, I should be back to my normal self. See you guys later.
Love you all, guys. Thank you.
Later, guys.